today we're going to be doing a swatch and review on the new... I know, I'm so excited. Anyways, this is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. If you guys have seen this little baby around, you guys know this thing is a struggle to get. So I wanted to do a full-on review for you guys, as well as a swatch video for you guys. That way you guys can see up close what it looks like, and then give you guys my thoughts on whether or not you should buy it, or if you should just pass on. So if you guys want to see my full-on review and swatch, then just keep watching. Alright you guys, so let's talk basics with you guys. First of all, this is what it looks like right here. It comes in this beautiful box. It has a beautiful peach right on it. It says Sweet Peach and Too Faced, and it says Smells Like Peaches Eyeshadow Collection right at the bottom corner. Here's what we have for the back of the box. It just shows you guys the colors that are in the palette as well as the names. So let's jump into it. When you open it up, you will get a little pamphlet, just like you do with the other palettes. It gives you kind of some ideas on looks to create with the palette if you were kind of unsure on what to do. Gives you 3 different looks, and then as well as a step-by-step guide as to how to create them. So let's open it up real quick. Oh, it's so pretty. Here's what it is. It looks so pretty. It looks just like the other chocolate bar palettes, except this one has little tiny peaches on the packaging. It kind of transitions from a very light melon shade to a peach shade, as well as on the back. Once you open it, you get a beautiful mirror. It looks exactly like the chocolate bar palettes, except this one is orange. It says Sweet Peach on it. So there is not a big matte shadow, and there isn't a big shimmer shadow, just like some of the other palettes that at least contain one bigger shadow. Typically a matte, like nice cream soft shadow. This palette here does come with 18 shadows. So I kind of want to jump into swatches with you guys. I want to go through each shadow and show you guys them and let you guys see what they look like and how they swatch and all that jazz. So let's get right into the swatch video.
So the first color is White Peach, which is a soft white cream shadow. Then we have Nectar, which is a champagne color. Then we have Peaches and Cream, which is a nice cream shadow. Then you have Luscious, which is a tan shimmer shadow. And then the bronze shadow is Cobbler. Then you have Georgia, which is a soft peach matte shadow. Then you have Just Peachy, which is a pink shadow with a little bit of gold shimmer to it. Then we have Candid Peach, which is a nice orange tone shade with pink glitter reflex in it. And then you have Caramelized, which is your nice deep bronze shade. Then we move over to Bless Her Heart, which is that nice green shadow that you have there. Then we have Bellini, which is kind of your beautiful soft rose gold shade. Then you have Puree, which is this nice like soft brown, but it comes off almost reddish brown on camera. Then we move into Tempting, which is the darkest shadow in the palette, but it does have a little bit of shimmer to it. Then you have Peach Pit, which is a purple shimmer shadow. Then you have Summer Yum, which is a nice brown that comes off with a reddish tone to it. Then you have Charmed, I'm Sure, which is your dark, rich brown, almost cool tone brown. Then Delectable, which is a dark purple. And then Talk Derby to Me, which is got a purple with purple reflex glitter, which you might not see on camera very well.
Alright you guys, so that was the swatch video. Now let's jump into it. Let me give you my thoughts on it. Let's start with the obvious, the smell. Yes, it does smell like peaches. When I first opened it, I didn't think it was that potent. I actually had to kind of really like put my nose into it. But once I actually started playing around with the colors and putting them on my eyes and stuff, I could actually really smell the aroma coming off of the palette. But it doesn't linger, which is nice. Only if you're sitting here with your nose up against it, then you're going to smell it. But for the most part, yes, I could smell it while I was using the palette. It wasn't too overbearing. It didn't hurt my nose after a while. It didn't do any of that. So some of these shadows in here, to me, they're all beautiful. I really like them. But it's so funny because when I see it, I'm like, wow, this shadow reminds me of something from another company, and this shadow reminds me of something from another company. But that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because it's all in one palette. So yes, I feel like you could find quite a few dupes in here for other shadows that you may already have. But for those of you guys that don't have it, this is a score for you guys because you can utilize this palette so well. All of these colors work really well together, and I can say that for this palette versus some of the other palettes that Too Faced makes, like the Chocolate Bar Too Faced palette. My favorite palette. I love this palette. I use this thing all the time. And I love every color in here, but I wouldn't say that I can use this palette all together. Like, I couldn't, like, this is not, to me, this is not like a foolproof palette where I can just slap on any color in here and they're all going to look good, because they're probably not. But in the Too Faced Peach palette, this palette is is foolproof. You can do whatever you want, play around with any color, and they're all gonna blend really well together. The other thing I like about it, it's perfect for everyday wear. It's something that you can go to, and it's going to always provide a very soft, warm tone, neutral look. I think it's a perfect palette for everybody. It's a great, wonderful, everyday palette for somebody that is not very good at picking out color, or not good at combining colors, or gets like confused and not knowing, well, what goes what together. This is foolproof. This is going to keep you from wondering what goes well together, because this is the one palette I can honestly look at and say, wow, everything goes together. Everything looks incredible together. It is going to be the perfect palette for the summertime. I do personally think it's worth the $49. I think that it is a staple in your collection. If you had to pick one of these palettes out of all of them, go with this one. Honestly, go with this one. The hype is real on this. I think it's worth the money. I would definitely recommend this to you guys. I think it's worth the investment. I think if you guys get the opportunity to get your hands on it, definitely check it out. The formula on them is impeccable. The colors in there are very beautiful. The brighter colors, the more colorful eyeshadows in there aren't very strong. They aren't going to be overpowering. And I do feel like if you are somebody that doesn't play around with color, you can still utilize everything in this palette, because it's not going to be too overbearing or too harsh. So I hope you guys like this review. Yes, go out and get it as soon as you can. If you guys have any comments or questions about anything that I mentioned, please let me know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys do want me to continue doing reviews and stuff. I did film this look. If all goes well and the footage and the filming and editing and everything goes well, I will have this look up for you guys as well. It is using the Too Faced Soft Peach palette. So besides that, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, you guys can do so. Right down below, there is a red box for you guys to do so. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, weekend, whatever it is. I know today is a Friday for me. So besides that, thank you guys all, and I hope to see you guys all in my next video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.